if it is like a few weeks, because that is not a human being's
So
life yet. Because
outside of rape,
that individual cannot survive without the mother or who is ever pregnant. Therefore,
again,
I don't even know what that means.
You say I'm here to take rights away.
Yes.
Do you agree life is a right?
I feel like if it's a clump of cells, then it's not alive.
No, but let's go back. Do you think...
Okay. Wow.
Charlie. If you were 5 inches in Elon Musk and Trump was 5 inches in you, which way are you moving? Which way are you moving, Charlie?
Is that your question?
That is my question. If you were 5 inches in Elon Musk and Trump was 5 inches you, which way are you moving?
Thank you for your question.
Which way? These are the pressing matters we want to know answers to, Charlie.
You waited in line to ask that question.
All right. You, Charlie.
This is going to be a good video. This is going to be a very good video, bro. That was... Wow. Okay. My name is Jojo. Let's get into Charlie Kirk debating people at Boise State. Yeah.
And they wonder why they lost the popular vote in November, right?
There's a lot of people there.
They have these looking things coming up on skateboards. What is it, Charlie? You see, I got another super fan right there. You want to come up here? No, you're too afraid? Got it. Okay, next question. Is that... We got another... That's a sign of endearment in most cultures. Come on up.
You got something to say it.
Oh, come on up.
Can I get you?
So why do you care so much about other individuals living their lives? What is affecting you? Do you have something up your ass or something?
Well, I could throw that right back at you. Why do you care so much about what I have to say?
Because you're affecting other people's rights. You're taking away people's choices. You are hurting people. Read the Constitution.
What rights am I taking away exactly?
You're trying to take away gender-affirming care for individuals. You are affecting abortion rights. You are hurting people.
Got it. So what is a woman?
What is a woman? It's what people identify as. It's a gender. Sex is different. Sex is different from gender.
So, can anyone be a woman?
Yes.
At what point do you know you're looking at a woman?
Doesn't matter when you are looking at a woman. You don't have to look at a woman and immediately tell. Can you tell looking at a baby what gender they are without looking at their privates? Tell me that.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. What about that baby is different?
But hold on. By the time they're 6 months old, you can actually tell a young boy tends to gravitate more towards balls and remotes.
That's because of gender affirming. That is convincing individuals at a young age. You are socializing, putting them in situations where they want certain different things. Let's look at... Thank you. So, let's say you were a little kid and your parents taught you to like pink. Let's actually look back in time. Pink actually used to be a male color instead of blue. In what world? Actually, in the 1920s.
So you say that I'm here to take people's rights away.
Yes.
That is your main contention.
Yes, because you are affecting the LGBT. You are affecting women's rights. If I was pregnant, oh wait, let's go back to this. Abortion is anything. If I had a cyst on my uterus, that would be considered an abortion. No, it's not. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Look at anything that is evolving the uterus.
Well, no. In order for it to be an abortion, it must be a human life.
No. Anything that is evolving the uterus and you have to get rid of it, it is considered abortion.
No, that's not how that's not how it works. So again, you say I'm here to take rights away.
Yes.
Do you agree life is a right?
I feel like if it's a clump of cells, then it's not alive.
No, but let's go back. Do you think...
Okay. Wow. So the problem with her argument so far, I would just say calm down a little bit. Calm down. I understand her anger. Like if you're debating someone and you think they're the complete opposite of you and that they're doing harm in the world, you will be angry. But where she's messed up at is that she doesn't fully know how to defend her arguments. And that's where she's messed up at. And her going against Charlie Kirk in this regard is not doing any favors. Because let me guess, people are going to think you don't know what you're talking about. They're going to think that you're crazy when you're not able to defend where you stand. For example, he asked you, what is a woman? You're not able to define that. He asked you, what is an abortion? You said it's when you remove anything from a uterus or something along those lines. What else? Yeah, those were the two big ones that didn't really make too much sense to me. He asked you, is life a right? Is having life a right? You didn't answer that question. And the reason I'm bringing these things up is because it really makes you look like you don't know what you're talking about. It makes you look like you're coming from a completely emotional place and not a logical one. But let's continue.
Do you think every human being has a right to life?
Depending on how many weeks, but let's.
So wait, hold on. Who's trying to take rights away? I want to protect the rights of all human beings. You call them a clump of cells. Who's trying to take rights away? Exactly.
So when is it a human being in your mind? When is it a human being in your mind?
Well, it's not even on my mind. Human development objectively begins at conception.
At conception. So even if I had a miscarriage, what are you going to say about that?
It's a tragedy.
It's a tragedy?
Yes.
Okay, then let's talk about, like, what if it's affecting the woman or anybody who is pregnant in this situation? What if they're going to die and they have to get an abortion? That's the only way they're going to live. Are they going to be f***ed over?
Well, hold on. Just so we're clear, that's only a couple thousand cases a year.
No.
And so, yes, it is.
Have you seen how many individuals have already died because they haven't been able to get abortion care?
Abortion in the life of the mother can be put aside as something that needs to be considered. However, it's not always necessary. But let's talk about the main thing, because there's over 1.5 million abortions every single year that don't involve rape, incest, or life of the mother. 1.5 million.
Yes,
but let's just ask you a very simple question. When does human life begin?
When does human life, in my personal opinion, is going to start around the second trimester, a little more farther along. But let's get to this. Most individuals that are having abortions are going to be mothers that cannot afford it. They usually have already 2 to 3 kids and a lot of time.
So it's acceptable to be able to murder your young if all of a sudden you don't have the money to support them. That you can murder your offspring if you're poor.
So in the first couple weeks, even though it's still not fully developed, doesn't even have a heartbeat, doesn't even have brain activity.
Development does not equal dignity. A human being is a human being regardless of the process of development that it is in. Period. And so who's trying to take rights away? I actually want more human beings to be born.
Then why are you affecting LGBT?
Well, hold on. We're talking. Let me finish on abortion. I want more human lives, which, by the way, hilariously, would be more women would be born, because the right to life is paramount. You're trying to take rights away because you're okay with the massacring of little humans. Back to LGBT.
It's been going throughout history, though. Abortion has been a big thing for a long time, and it affects people, and it hurts people.
So as murder and slavery and child sacrifice.
That is completely different.
No, it is murder. Okay, so let me ask you a question then. Define what is murder.
What is murder? Are you going to be talking about first-degree murder, like homicide, like going and having the intent to kill a person, having the intent to kill somebody? But I'm just saying a clump of cells.
Right?
But a clump of cells is different.
Well, hold on, time out. If it's a clump of cells, what species is it?
What species is it?
Yes. What species?
It depends. Whatever's going to be pregnant, whatever you're trying to abort.
Is it a Homo sapien, a crocodile, or a raccoon? Which one is it? What species is it?
Oh, wait. So
I think she knows she's losing this discussion, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's not looking too good for her. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I don't even know what she's gonna say to respond to this, if I'm being honest.
It's a human clump of cells, then it's a human life deserving of human rights. And the first right is life. And so you could call it a clump of cells, which is dehumanizing language, but I'll go back to this. Ironically, you're the one that is actually intruding on human rights. We're the one protecting human rights.
But you're trying to get rid of the options so people can have rights to their own body. If someone does not want to have a child, they should not be forced to.
If the...
Oh, wait. if we're going to be doing this, then what are you going to do about the children in the systems that have been being assaulted, that are being hurted? Put more money into the system so people can actually get adopted, or actually other things like that.
Okay. Again, none of that is relevant.
No, because you want more babies to be born. What about people that can't afford them? They have to go into systems.
How many people are on the adoption waiting list?
I know how many kids actually get adopted, how many kids
people,
that go into systems or are being fostered, that get assaulted, that get hurt. Are you going to be helping those children that get over by this system?
So there are 2 million people on the adoption waiting list. There are 1 million abortions every year. There are twice as many people that want to adopt than discarded children every single year. Now, I have to go back to a fundamental question, though, which I think is very important. Human development objectively begins at conception. You say it's around 2 trimesters. Can we agree that every human being, once your DNA is formed, you should have the right to life, the right to live the life the way you want to live it? Can we agree on that?
How many weeks are we saying?
No, I say, again, once we can acknowledge.
So, once the sperm is inside the egg?
Correct, yeah.
No. Once the sperm is inside the egg in the first, couple of days? No.
Well, okay, but let's go through that. Isn't that when your DNA was formed?
Yeah.
But then aren't you fundamentally at its core, you are the DNA is your blueprint for your life. That's who you are. It's a unique marker.
It's my DNA, yeah.
Yes. So if it's not your DNA, why is it your choice?
Why is it my choice?
Yes, if it's not your DNA, why do you have a choice to eliminate it?
It's up to the individual that is having them inside of it.
Oh, okay.
It's their body. I don't care if it is a few weeks, because that is not a human being's life yet. Because
outside of rape,
that individual cannot survive without the mother or who is ever pregnant. Therefore,
again, so let's get.
I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means, y'all. I don't know what she just said. Therefore what?
Down to this, because I think it's very important and a good way to end this question, which is, outside of rape, how did the woman get pregnant?
Outside of rape, so we're not going to be talking about incest or other individuals like that, because incest is not only just rape or other situations.
How about if I say?
Let's talk about how eggs that get mixed up in clinics.
How about if I say I'm okay with abortion for rape, incest, and life of the mother? Let's make it illegal in the other circumstances. Would you agree?
How are we going to be able to term that all the time, though? Because what if it wasn't consensual? What if the individual was drunk
but they're
married? Let's say they're married and they got raped.
You can get a rape. Again, you keep on interrupting me, but you can report rape as a crime. You can also do a blood test to find out if it's incest. But 99.9% of all abortions are not rape and not incest and not life of the mother. How did that woman get pregnant in those situations? Did she just walk through campus and it just appeared and all of a sudden a baby is in her uterus? Or did she do something to decide to potentially have a child?
Sex. But contraceptives sometimes don't always work.
So, but hold on a second. Shouldn't you take responsibility for your orgasms?
I don't think most men can make me come. I'm going to be honest.
Oh, okay. Well.
Okay, she's out of control. This is out of control, bro. This is completely out of control. What is she talking about? I don't even know why she just said that. They're talking about this is a debate about abortions. I don't even know if I can consider this a debate. And now she's talking about her sexual pleasure. And the reason I keep pausing is because I honestly cannot believe this. I cannot believe that this is actually happening at a college. They're at a college right now. She's a college student. It's just shocking.
Outside of that statement, I'm not even sure how to take that, to be honest.
You brought up orgasms.
Okay. Shouldn't you take responsibility for the sex that you have?
I mean, if I was wanting to have a child and my contraceptives, I didn't use any contraceptives, and I wanted to get pregnant, sure, I'm taking responsibility for that life because I wanted that life. But let's say I was having sex and my contraceptives didn't work and I got the chance of getting pregnant. I am not having that child.
You still have sex.
But you still decided to have sex.
Yeah.
And again, our opinion, when you go and decide, having sex is not something you need to survive. It's not like showering or eating or shelter. You can live without having sex. You can have a little bit of self-control. If you decide to go have sex, you should understand you play certain games, you win certain prizes, which might be another human life. And it is the
I don't want
most...
to f another child, though.
Hold on a second. Then don't go have sex.
No.
Oh, so you understand how narcissistic that is, that I want to keep on having fun, and if I have a human being and oopsie daisy, I'm going to eliminate that other human being because I don't want to have the human being, but I want to keep on having free sex. How is that not the most narcissistic worldview that one can possibly espouse?
Is narcissistic that I want to have sex with another consenting individual just because I don't want to have children? I feel like a lot of people in the world have sex. I think a lot of people make money off of having sex, and they don't want to have children.
I think she's missing the point. What he's saying is that it's narcissistic to have it whenever you want to have it, and let's say you do get pregnant, to automatically say, if I don't want this kid right now, I'm just going to get an abortion no matter what. That is selfish. Nonetheless, let me know what you guys think about this debate. I wouldn't even know if I can call this a debate. Anyways, my name is LFR Jojo. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.